So chef, 1985, Tribeca, which wasn't really known as Tribeca back then. It was known as this deserted warehouse district.
That's
You
true.
opened a place called Montrachet.
Montrachet was, you know, a milestone in French cooking in New York. Probably a milestone in the entire country because so many things that we had done there hadn't been done yet. And, you know, it was a big
tasting
success.
menus, right?
The degustation menu, which was very synchronized, using the same product more than once, consistency of digestion, energy, you know, balance of fats and acids, vegetables that were chosen for particular levels of stimulating the palate, all these things that we learned in tasting menu. And many other things that were significantly unique in a French restaurant, which was pretty much cooking everything to order. Nothing was prepared in advance. So you had a different level of, you know, of flavors and textures when you work like that. And I had to bring the little pots over from France in my suitcases because we didn't even have little pots here. Every French restaurant that I worked in at that time up in New York, which was Le Cercle, Côte Basque, Le Périgord, Brussels, they had big bain-maries, and you had a ladle, and you took a gallon and a half of sauce, you took a little bit out and you put it on the plate, and everything was kind of pre-cooked. So what we did at Montrachet was to practice what I was a student, which was nouvelle cuisine, the purity of the ingredients, the cooking of the minute, everything had this connection to the season. It was a different style, it was less structured, it wasn't rigid, it was very vulnerable, very sensitive, very pure, but it was a lot more work and there was a lot of risk. And we still had small teams then. So the restaurants that were cooking French food had many covers, also small teams compared to today. So the food had to be designed for structure and for execution. So it had to take a lot of concession in terms of how it was served, so that you could be ready to serve an incredible amount of food with a few hands. Today we have 22 people in our kitchen at one time upstairs at night. Original Bouley had 31. In those days, in the mid-'80s, that's an incredibly large team. Montrachet, there were 4 of us, and everyone was a career change person. So I'm there, the only professional, and had all these career change people. And we made a stand, and it went really well.